Hi, my name is Dylan Oling. I'm going to be showing you how to take apart a cylinder today. For the tools you're going to need, first, start out with safety gear. You're going to need safety glasses. Next, you're going to need a vice grip so you can hold the cylinder in it while you work on it. After that, you're going to need a punch, a hammer, a pick, socket, and impact. And then we're just going to get right to taking it apart now. First things first, you're going to have to take off this lock nut on top here. Just hit that around until it gets loose. And you spin that off. You pull it up here. Next, there's a snap ring in here. So we're going to have to punch this in so we can get access to that snap ring. There's that little ring in there that we're going to be taking out. That's where your pick comes in. You can't really get to it with your hand. Oh, come on now. How you gonna fight me? This can be the trickiest part of the whole thing, is getting this ring out. Just like that, it comes out. Best thing, so you don't lose anything, throw it up by the collar too. Next, we're gonna open up the airways so it doesn't airlock on us when we're trying to pull the rod out of the cylinder. Oop. Drop the piece. Next, just pull it, and out it comes. So now we're to the innards of the cylinder. So this will be your seals. You're gonna take this nut off. Normally in the workforce, if you see a seal like that, you'll replace it. I don't have replacements, so we're just gonna show you how to take it apart and put it all back together quick. You're gonna take your socket and impact and take this nut off. Just like that. And then everything just kind of pulls off. Normally you'd do this, and then you check them all over real nice and close. This one's messed up. These are looking all right. I wouldn't mess with these, but sometimes you'll just replace it all when you've already taken it apart. So now we put it back together. We're gonna throw it back together how we took it off. Sometimes you gotta give it a little love to get stuff down. Make sure it should all just kind of seat in there, nice and good together. And then you just throw this back on there. Normally there's a torque spec for this, but since we're just throwing it back together and it's junk, we're just gonna send it. That should be good. Now, we line it up, push it in there. Sometimes you gotta seat it back in there. So that's where your punch and hammer comes in handy throughout all of this. Then, we gotta put the snap ring back in. Easiest way, get one of the pinch points and just try to push it back in there. This is gonna be the hardest deal of it all because these things never want to go back in. Oh, come on now. Sometimes using something just to push because you can't get all your hand in there will be useful, but there we go. And once you get that in there, there's a little spot for it that you gotta get seated back on. In this case, I think it went over far. There we go. There you go, just snapped right in there. sitting back in its spot. And then pull this back out. Make sure it's nice and make sure you can see the threads. And you get this back on there. Tighten it back up. There we go. And then send it home with your hammer and chisel again. There you go, nice and tight. And then just to make sure everything works, push it in, pull it out, and then you would put your hose pliers back in. And you gotta put back together cylinder. The reason I did the video over this is because I'll be doing a lot of these in the industry. Normally sometimes you'll see these will bend, so you'll have to replace the rod, or like I said, replace the seals.